Right. So when we left off, we had finished chapter 6, whereupon Esfrost stormed into Glenbrook, killed the first prince. Seems likely to want to do the same to the king and princess. And then I want to say Sir Maxwell may have gotten his head cut off. Like, it was hard to tell exactly what it was I was looking at. He definitely lost. Like, Avlora definitely kicked his ass. And there was, like, a part of him, not possibly just his mask or helmet or armor or something, floating in the water below, and there was blood. And it kind of looked like it could be his head. So, like, I don't know. He's either really, really dead, or, like, I don't know, maybe we'll see him later. It's hard to say. Unfortunately, I played the debut demo where that last mission was actually part of the debut demo, so I already knew that was going to happen, so, like, weirdly spoilers. This is why I don't play demos. And I know what's going to happen in the next chapter as well. They're going to attack us at Castle Wolffort, and we have to make the decision on whether or not to burn down the town to make our stand. And I will say no, we won't do that, and then win anyway. I strongly considered doing some of the optional battles off stream, but then I realized that I saved between chapters and would have to skip through all of this, so I opted to not do that.
And so it was that the once proud kingdom of Glenbrook did fall.
Just like that.
Esfrost seized control of the crown city, threatening to bring the surrounding domains under its iron yoke.
If it was that easy to just do that from the start, then, like, why did that long war end up in a stalemate? I guess the surprise attack, huh?
Now the Archduke's army marches upon House Wolffort's stronghold, where Prince Roland is being sheltered by his loyal friends and allies.
Oh, I remember this! A soul upon the scales. Yeah, the decision is whether or not to give up Roland. Because they're like, hey, like, you need to give up Prince Roland, we want him, or else we're going to, like, burn your domain down. And then it's like, all right, let's vote on that.
Your most honorable siblings, Lord Thalas and Lady Erica, have
Those
arrived.
shitlords.
Thank you for the escort. You may go now.
If there is anything else that you require, anything at all, you need but say the word.
Let me check real quick. Yeah, that's about what I expected. So this dude's MO is like, hey, who's in power? I'm their dog now.
In that case, I would have a bottle of the realm's finest wine and a serving of fresh fruit delivered to my quarters.
But of course, milady, I shall have the servants fetch it at once.
Ever eager to please, isn't he?
A little bit,
I
yeah.
believe the word you're looking for is sycophant.
That is the word.
Congratulations on bringing
That
Glenbrook to
is
its
the
knees,
word.
brother. It's a thing of beauty, what you've accomplished. I trust you're already seeing to that fuss outside the castle walls?
Of course.
The other domains are putting up little in the way of resistance. Lord Telior trembles in his seat within the stronghold, and Lord Fawkes was oblivious to what was happening until it was far too late.
How easily the 3 high houses of Glenbrook break under your iron boot, brother.
Well, 2 of them.
Wolffort is the last to hold out, but Avlora will deal with them. Prince Roland will be in our hands before long.
Well, they didn't murder her.
Speaking of royalty, brother,
For
I would have
reasons.
thought Cordelia would be dead or rotting in jail. Yet here she sits on the throne. She looks less a vanquished princess and more a queen.
That is precisely what I would have her be.
Whatever do you mean?
Oh.
Once things have calmed, I shall assume guardianship over her and have her crowned. A few days hence, Regna will be executed. I've already informed Patriat as much.
Uh-huh.
So the wise and benevolent King Regna meets his end at last.
So, as a reminder, Patriat previously led the Royalists, the group of people defined by their unwavering loyalty to the crown, who have now been told that the crown has been deposed, has been taken over by a foreign nation, and that the king that he was loyal to will be executed in a few days, at which he was like, sure, do you need anything?
Father!
I'm legitimately curious where Hyzant figures into all of this and why they haven't done something.
Did I hear him wrong? I don't. Where did he go?
Subjects of Glenbrook, I am Gustadolf, Archduke and High Commander of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. Hear my words. The sins King Regna has committed against us, and against you, his own people, are grievous indeed.
What has he done to us? I don't believe it.
3 decades have passed since the end of the war. In the years since, we have all done what we can to rebuild our nations. The opening of the Grand Norzelian mines was to be the dawn of a new age. An age where our 3 nations would work together for the peace and prosperity of all. But King Regna spat in the face of that glorious dream. As our engineers worked tirelessly to put success within reach, your King Regna schemed in the shadows to seize control of the mine for his own profit. And when Dragan Esfrost, my dear cousin, and the man tasked with overseeing the mine's operations, became aware of this plot, King Regna had him assassinated in cold blood.
Well, those
In
are
doing
just
so,
lies.
He betrayed not only my own nation and the holy state of Hyzant, but you as well. The very people who were to share in the wealth the mine would bring. And so we were left with no choice but to march on Whiteholm Castle and put an end to Regna's treachery by force.
I feel like you actually
Our
had a lot of
actions were born
choices.
of a righteous duty to avenge Dragan's murder and this odious betrayal of this historic accord between our nations. What say you, King Regna? Do you deny these charges against you?
I do not.
What?
But I beg of you, spare my children.
Subjects of Glenbrook, your traitor king admits his guilt before you.
Okay, but why though? Why would...
The punishment for these crimes is death. Off with his head!
Roland, Cordelia, the future of our kingdom is in your hands now.
Okay, that's that. He is not surviving this chapter. So was that a, I wonder if that was a plea deal.
Just days after the fall of the Crown City, King Regna of Glenbrook is
Essentially
beheaded
like,
before his
we're still gonna
subjects.
kill you, but if you raise a fuss, we'll
The
kill
death
your
of
kids
this
too.
kind and benevolent monarch plunges the realm into confusion and chaos. With the king perishes an all too short-lived era of peace. And in its place, one of bloodshed and turmoil.
Oh shit, it's time for Kali Yuga, y'all! Well, I mean, we already know that they want Roland at all costs. They're clearly content to keep Cordelia as puppet queen, so that they can essentially keep the bloodline intact to keep people in line, but Gustadolf can basically act as regent. Yeah, what are we thinking about, Hyzant? What's the thought process here? What are we thinking about, Minister of Salt?
Minister Sorcelet.
What is it this time, Booker?
We've just received word that S. Frost has launched a surprise invasion of Glenbrook. Whiteholm burns as we speak.
Okay, yeah. Is Booker a name or a title? It's a name. Most trusted retainer. Graying hair. Dark ponytail. That's Cyan.
What's this?
The Crown City has fallen. King Regna was beheaded, and it is said Crown Prince Franny also perished in the fray. Prince Roland has fled to the domain of House Wolffort, with the Grand Duchy's army in close pursuit.
Goddess forbid. What could the Archduke be plotting? And what did the others think of the matter?
At any rate, I must speak with the Hierophant at once.
Minister,
I forgot they have a Hierophant.
I propose that perhaps this situation may yet play to House N's benefit.
Our benefit, you say? Indeed. Indeed, you may have the right of it. My dear Booker, whatever would House N do without you?
Send a bird to the palace. Tell them that the Holy One's faithful servant Sorcelet would humbly beg an audience.
At once, Master.
Which palace? Hyzant's palace? Or Glenbrook's palace? Alright, so everyone's getting the news and scheming to see how they can best take advantage.
Your Majesty.
House Wolffort has failed you. I have failed you. High House, damn it all! When you needed us most, we were not there to answer the call.
It was a surprise.
How did we not see what they were plotting? How did we not know to go to your aid? But no, cursing our fate will not bring you back to us. We must focus our efforts on the one who might yet save Glenbrook from downfall. We must protect Prince Roland with our lives.
We will appreciate that. I honestly feel like Hyzant here is going to be content to just let the situation play out. And like, they're gonna let the situation play out, and then they will just swoop in to scoop up the pieces and keep some for themselves and not have to get their hands dirty.
Whatever is House Telior to do?
Based on your actions to this point, I imagine you'll probably sell out your people to earn a decent place in the new regime.
With King Regna gone, we must find a way to preserve ourselves.
Yep.
Landroy, that proud fool, will no doubt fight till the bitter end. But House Wolffort alone is no match for the Grand Duchy. Yet if House Wolffort were to fight at their side... They say Prince Roland is in Wolffort's charge. If this is true, there's a good chance they will join the fray. Or will they? The Wolfforts may choose to ransom the prince to Esfrost in return for amnesty for their own domain.
Nah, fuck that.
If it comes to that, Esfrost will either kill the prince and princess, or use them as their pawns, and Glenbrook will fall. Bending the knee to Esfrost may be our only hope if we are to live to see tomorrow.
There it is. There it is. I mean, dude is at least thinking about it pragmatically. He does have his own people and his subjects to think about. And if they're not militaristic, then, like, they don't really have much else they can do.
It would seem things have calmed outside the castle walls.
What is to become of us now? Word has it the Kingsguard's been slaughtered to the last man. We must flee while we have our lives.
If they meant to kill ordinary folk like us, wouldn't they have done so already? Even as frosty dogs have some honor then. Who'd have thought? Anyway, there's no point fighting. What'll be, will be.
Our people seem less resentful of Esfrost than I would have expected. No doubt due to the Archduke's decision to focus their attack on the castle and leave the town itself unscathed. So, the common folk won't be a problem. That just leaves the matter of the royal family. His Grace and the Crown Prince have been dealt with. And Princess Cordelia has been brought to heel. Prince Roland is the only one unaccounted for, but the men I arranged for hunt him down as we speak.
This
Word
piece of
has it
absolute
there's also
garbage.
a sizable bounty on his head. No, he'll not last long. I knew Gustadolf to be a shrewd man, but his attention to detail is nothing short of astonishing. I have seen all I would. Let us return.
You know, I saw something about him, like, conducting an investigation in the courtyard. And there was a part of me that's like, oh, maybe he's actually just pretending to... Maybe he's just pretending to bend the knee and actually kind of working for... No, he's a piece of garbage. Absolute garbage. I haven't watched any of it, but I feel like all of this style of storytelling is heavily influenced by Game of Thrones. Like, even the use of the term "bend the knee" as consistently as they're using it, like, it all, from what I understand of it, it seems to all be there. It doesn't quite match Game of Thrones on the nudity scale.
Lord Serenoa, think the heavens are safe.
And we don't currently have incest subplots, but
it is good to be home.
Castle Wolffort is the most impregnable stronghold in all the kingdom. You will be safe here, Your Highness.
Thank you. I can only hope Father and Sir Maxwell are safe as well.
Benedict, there is news.
That's ominous. Yeah, it's been months, and I'm still not over having to basically, like...
You look as if you've seen a ghost.
I'm still not over going to Hyzant and trying and having to hold my tongue in front of bigots, because saying what needs to be said to them potentially puts hundreds, if not thousands, of innocent people at risk.
Your Highness, my lord, pray try to remain calm. His Grace was beheaded at the Crown City not bells ago.
Father. No.
Hey, Bubbles. I will hydrate, thank you.
Roland.
I can only imagine what you're feeling now, Your Highness. But I fear we have not the luxury of grieving. As the last living heir to the throne, there is no doubt that the Archduke will target you next.
Indeed. We must move quickly. I would seek Father's counsel.
About Lord Simon.
What is it? Has something befallen Father?
Oh, God. At the same time? Bubbles, I'm enjoying this quite a bit.
Father!
Lord Simon, what is the meaning of this?
He collapsed when he heard the news from the Crown City, and has not opened his eyes since.
You must be mad. The man was stronger than an ox.
We cannot afford to lose Lord Simon. Not now, of all times.
I think he was hiding his illness from most people,
Father,
Teller.
Be strong, Father. This realm still needs you. I still need you, Father. Father.
Serenoa.
Is there any chance he will recover?
Our healers are doing everything they can, but none can say.
Very well.
It kind of makes sense that if he has a heart condition, yeah. Like, hearing the news of what happened in the capital would, that would be a shock.
Do not give up hope, Serenoa. The malady will not take your father easily.
Forgive me, Roland. I can only imagine what you feel now.
I must stay strong. I cannot allow Father's death to be in vain. You too must remain composed. For Lord Simon. And for those who now look to you for guidance in his stead.
In before Simon, despite planting every single death flag in the world.
Pardon me, my lord. I come bearing a message.
Actually survives to the end of the game.
The scout we had sent in search of Sir Maxwell returned with this.
Sir Maxwell's mask.
Reports have it that it was found near Whiteholm Bridge.
Blood. No. It cannot be.
I mean...
This mask was all that was found, you say?
The bridge was all but overflowing with the bodies of the fallen. It was not possible to ascertain all of their identities.
All right, he's fine.
And the swift course of the river thwarted any efforts to search further.
I see.
Well, not fine.
Thank you
Probably
for the report.
Gravely injured, but
Get some
alive.
rest. You have earned it.
Yes, my lord.
Just as long as he doesn't come back with amnesia.
Sir Maxwell, you too abandon me now?
Oh god, oh god. I would not appreciate that turn of events. Like, not even just like it would be sad and depressing, but like that would be a bad plot twist.
Command, Esfrost musters its forces at Whiteholm Castle and commences a march on the Wolffort domain. Their aim, to seize in their clutches Prince Roland, the unwilling heir to Glenbrook's throne.
Anything else? No? No, we good? Okay.
My lord, the Esfrosti army advances on us as we speak. A missive has arrived from Lord Gustadolf. It says they will stand down on the condition that we surrender Prince Roland to them at once.
We've not much time before they're on our doorstep, my lord.
Word has it that General Avlora herself heads the vanguard.
Then we'll kick her ass
Gustadolf's
too.
not taking any chances. The scheming bastard.
Summon the War Council at once. We must take swift action.
Yeah, there was mention of, like, if Regna saying, like, if something happens to me...
It's all right, Frederica.
If something happens to me, I want Lord Simon to take care of things in my stead, or something like that. I don't know if they specifically said take the throne, or if it would just be a sort of, like, temporary, you know, regency, or, you know, emergency field promotion decision-making powers for until things get settled. But yeah, the stage is all set for Serenoa ultimately to be making king-level decisions for the entire country.
Please continue, Benedict.
Thank you. Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Esfrost?
We don't.
I say we refuse. We owe Sir Maxwell that much.
Precisely. Sir Maxwell entrusted us with keeping His Highness safe, and we accepted.
There's no place in the realm more sheltered by the terrain than this castle. He is safer here than anywhere. And yet, if the Archduke were to march on us with an army as great as the one that took the Crown City, or, heaven forbid, a greater one,
the natural fortifications of this land would work against us. Our shelter would become our jail.
So you propose that we just abandon him? That we sacrifice his life for our own protection?
Better my life than any of yours. This is my battle. I would not see the blood of my friends spilt in my name.
Okay, but isn't that literally House Wolffort's job? Isn't it literally our job as a high house to be, like, protectors of the crown? Like, that's literally what we're here for. I know we're friends, but, like, literally that's why we have noble status, is to do exactly that.
See, Your Highness, that's where you're wrong. House Wolffort's the sword and shield of the crown. You go to battle, we go with you. So it's always been.
Thank you.
Enough! I will leave before I see your domain ravaged by fighting. It is the only way. Surely you see this, yes?
Nah, we take
I
him.
refuse to believe sacrificing any of us is the correct path.
My lord, we cannot allow war to come to the Wolffort domain. Your highest priority must be to your loyal subjects. You must decide.
All of these choices are the same, like, it's literally just like, I don't know, I weighed my options. I mean, this is literally just like, yeah, I'm not gonna make a decision right now. Let's think more. Yeah, this is more along the lines of like, well, I'm honor bound to do this. And this is more realistic. I don't want to just make a non-decision. Although, you could also argue that this is... I'm putting way too much thought into this because all this dialogue option is gonna do is just tick one of the 3 bars up a couple notches. But I still like to analyze it. This does actually... Now that I'm thinking about it, this does lean more in the direction of, like, maybe there's an angle we're missing. But it also sounds hesitant and weak. But then again, so do all of these. So, like, let's consider other choices.
I cannot render a decision here and now. There must be some solution.
I understand how you must feel. My brother has put House Wolffort in an impossible position. I cannot begin to apologize.
It's literally not your fault.
No, you are not to blame. Forgive me. I should not have spoken so.
As the master of this domain, you and no other must decide how we proceed.
I understand that, Benedict. Prepare the scales of conviction. I would hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
Prepare the scales of game mechanic. The scales of moral choice system are ready for deployment. I honestly feel like the response would have been the same regardless, because they all say the same thing, which is nothing.
I will give the signal when it is
which
time
is like,
to cast
I
your
don't know,
vote.
this, but also
I ask
that
each of you to
conflicting
weigh
thing.
the matter carefully till then.
Very well, my lord. To our own councils we go.
But also, I'm going to work the room and get you all to agree with me. Hearts are divided, but a compelling argument may yet change some minds. I have an incomplete picture of the situation. It would be a poor lord if I did not hear the voice of my people. I should venture into town. I am apparently going out. We should ensure everything in the town is in order. Alright, cool. I'll talk to you when I'm done. I should go back when I'm done. Terror like none other came over me when I saw the state in which you returned, my lord. Wow, Anna's undecided? I guess Anna doesn't generally feel very strongly about things one way or another. She tends to be very straightforward and just kind of like, yeah, I'm just here to do a job. You know, I carry out my orders and I'm very good at what I do. Also, hey, free accessory. The encampment is a whole other thing, so we'll do that later. Hey, you. I prayed we'd never know conflict again after the Salt Iron War, yet here we stand, peering into the abyss. Ark, hello! Hi! Hello, thank you. Welcome back to the middle of the debut demo that I played like a year and a half ago. Wait, hold on. Whoa. Peering into the abyss. It was Glenbrook and Esfrost launching an attack on Hyzant all those years ago. The Holy State, reeling from the surprise assault, turned to Lord Simon for help. Back then, Wolffort was still an independent clan and agreed to an alliance. Interesting. All Norzelia was poor for the fighting. Its nations and people were left depleted. So I've heard. Father told me stories of secret meetings with King Regna that restored peace to the realm. Indeed, it was they who brought Hyzant and Esfrost to the table, and then the war to an end. It was your father's efforts that led the king to bring your house into the royal family's fold as the crown's military might. War is brewing, think about it! Find myself in the unfortunate position of having thought peace would be everlasting. Oh, that's interesting, Teller. Maybe. I don't think so, but there's a possibility. I don't know why they would talk to House Wolffort knowing that Wolffort is, like, in a disadvantageous position, though. Like, right now. Obviously, there's the previous alliance to think about, but, like, we're not in a position to help them, and they're not in trouble. Although I suppose maybe there's an argument to be made for, like, hey, why don't you join back up with Hyzant and we will provide you with resources and protection? I don't know, it's interesting. Also, Ark, it's not been a full year and a half. It's been more like a year and a quarter, because I think the debut demo came out in February. Like early February. So it's been like almost a year and 4 months since it came out. Let's talk about honor. After all, 'tis a legacy of compassion and fighting for what's right that makes us proud to call this domain home. Yup. A legacy of compassion and fighting for what's right. Not running away from combat when things get tough. Yeah, the first demo. The debut demo and the prologue demo are different demos. Turns out the prologue demo is chapters 1, 2, and 3, and apparently the debut demo is chapters like 5 and 6. Or 5, 6 and 7? Something like that. I think we're in chapter 7 now. I'd warn you, legacies are slippery things and easily ruined. Tread carefully and choose wisely. Okay, thanks. Is it true? Has Esfrost attacked the Crown City? How could the nobles have let this happen? I don't know, it was a surprise. There's a paper calling for the arrest of Prince Roland, says they want him taken alive. I shudder to think what will become of the kingdom now. He's to be delivered alive. I'd wager they have no plans of executing him, at least not anytime soon. Should let the others know of this. I mean, that doesn't change the fact that we're not giving him up. I had a mind to make my way to the capital, but the high road's blocked. What's the meaning of this? I got mouths to feed. Gotta run around. There we go. I was gonna say, I gotta run around and see if there's see if I can loot the people's houses before I determine how to best protect them. There's commotion in the capital, to be sure, but it'll all be over soon. The Dawn Spear will see to that. Sun won't set on Glenbrook till Sir Maxwell falls. Like that'll ever happen. Yeah, that already happened. We should probably not give up. Are the roles reversed from where the argument started? No. Roland wants to give himself up. Benedict wants to do the responsible thing that does the least damage to the realm. And, Gilo is kind of, she was kind of in the middle, but basically ended up like, I don't want to give up, but their army is scary. Ooh. Like, their army is scary and we might all die. So that would suck. Mama's not herself today. Something scary happened. Man. It's such a cliched narrative device when, like, the kids are scared because they can see their parents are nervous or worried. But it is effective. I can't say it's not. Everybody looks scared. What happened? Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna take this book. Cat. Quality iron. Wait, quality. These are level 2. These are like level 2 upgrade materials. Which is a little scary. Why is Esfrost attacked? I thought all this conflict was behind us with the opening of the mines. What of your marriage to Frederica? Was that merely a ruse? The kingdom has no true allies nor true enemies. We shall sue for peace and work to avoid further conflict. That is... I don't like that. That is too... nihilistic. This is the strongest answer. But I really want people to not look at the foreigner and be like, it's her fault. Yes, of course, she is your betrothed. We too wish to believe she had no hand in this. And surely they will not come for our domain when the Archduke's own sister now resides. Yes, that's gonna be totally fine. Great, that's awesome. My heart aches for the royal family, but I should hate to see such an unnecessary war descend upon us. Okay, bye! I'm going to go touch the cat and maybe grass. Alright, I think I've checked all of the houses. I think I've talked to all the people. Did I go up here first? I feel like I went up here first. I'm gonna save up here, 'cause if we're getting level 2 upgrade materials and there are some characters that I haven't even upgraded once yet, this might get difficult in a hurry. Hello, everyone. I've brought information.
Serenoa.
Must be a way to avoid weighing my life against those of others. I trust we can find it. Decide what you will. I should follow whatever judgment you pass. But you're already leaning in a direction. Oh! Oh, you're... okay. Our kingdom needs Prince Roland now more than ever. He's to be protected above all others. Oh, okay, I misunderstood. Surrendering Roland is the only way. I'd have better luck talking to a stone wall. Now you're good, you don't need persuasion. I'm with you.
What do you need?
Roland is worth more to Esfrost as a political pawn than a corpse. They will not kill him once they have him. At least that's how I see it. If we are to do what gives us the most hope, then Roland himself has the right of it. Protect! Okay, why though? I will not bet the life of our prince, of my friend, on a mere supposition. I think this is the answer. This is the real answer, is like, even if we do what they say, we are negotiating with people who literally came in and murdered the royal family in the dead of night. Out of, like, from a completely peaceful and, and, like, allied position, all of a sudden it's like surprise war on your doorstep. So, like, the point here is we're not dealing with people who are working with a great deal of honor, so what's to stop them from just getting what they want and then bowling over us anyway?
I wonder about that.
They would have already laid siege to the Wolffort domain if that were indeed their goal. Perhaps they mean to cow us rather than conquer us.
Well...
We've naught but conjecture. My mind can find no peace among the paths before me. Might I ask you to expound on your thoughts? Oh, that's locked. I missed something. Interesting. Surrendering Roland will show the people we lack courage. We'll not have an easy time of it if we lose their trust. You raise an excellent point. The importance of having a member of the royal family present is not lost on me, I assure you. I thank you for sharing your thoughts. I suppose we now see what fortune has in store for us. She doesn't care. Peace built by forsaking our friends and countrymen in their time of greatest need is no peace at all. Pray we find a bloodless path out. Well, we won't do that because battles are gameplay, but...
My lord.
It would not be wise to continue this fight with Esfrost. Protecting His Highness's life is our first priority. It would be safer to accept their conditions. In other words, you feel Roland is of more use to Esfrost alive as a puppet than dead. Precisely. Furthermore, we must consider Princess Cordelia, who currently is in the enemy's clutches alone. Yeah, but listen, though. I have obtained information. I don't understand why... Oh... I think I know what I missed. The royal family is a beacon to the people. With the king slain, they need Roland now more than ever. But of course it does. It's for that very reason that, after considering all possibilities, I believe my proposal is to be the only way forward.
So,
have you any more to say in your favor? Okay, this is the anime pro tag answer. This is like, nah, but we'll get lucky though. And then there's duty. Most admirable stance, my lord. Your father would be proud. And yet, the rub lies in translating that belief into action.
I am decided.
Yeah, I forgot there is a, there was a thing to investigate about, like, the waterways or something like that. Which, it's probably too late for that. And I'm not that worried about it. I mean, it's possible they changed it, too. No, not yet. Yeah, I'm convinced I missed something. Along have I heard rumors of secret traps that dot the Wolffort domain. The tales are hard to be believed. They serve to make quick work of any invaders, though I can't help but wonder why keep such a valuable weapon a secret. Uh-huh. Traps might well be employed to give us an advantage in battle, but at what cost to our own? That's the problem. Now I want to load the save, because I feel like that's what was missing for Benedict.
Lord Serenoa.
Will you surrender the prince or not? Will you choose House Wolffort or the whole kingdom? It is a question of our priorities, what matters most to us. Protect. Also nothing here, apparently. House Wolffort shrinks from no enemy. We will strategize and fight as we always have.
Yes.
The right stratagem, there is no such thing as an unwinnable battle. You clearly have no illusions about the battle ahead. Perhaps it is worth fighting after all. In any case, we must not be too hasty.
I need time.
Consider the matter with what little time we have.
Serenoa.
Listen, we must protect Roland at all costs. I'll not allow my life to be weighed against those of the people. Use the memory of the dead, even though he's probably not dead. Master taught that whoever rules is righteous by virtue of their station alone. But now, though I weigh your words more heavily than most, I know not what is right.
However,
I appreciate you speaking your mind, but I have my own thoughts on the matter. After all, if this matter can be settled by me alone, is it not best if I do so? But... we got... Oh, damn. Your sacrifice alone will not overcome this impasse. It's nothing more than an abdication of your responsibility.
I wonder.
You mean to say such a thing is available to us? We may well drive the enemy out, but we'd bring harm to our own people in the process. Are we willing to pay that price? I don't know, you decide. It's interesting. It feels like that wasn't the right answer. Which is cool, because that means that the unlocked information is not always the right answer. Well, anyway, we only need to flip one of them, and I think we got Anna, so this is probably fine.